Part of it is learning good mental habits. And this is something that all of us need to work on, in some more than others, but it's a good thing to practice, is learn to have good healthy thoughts, of looking at yourself in a healthy way, looking at your work habits in a healthy way, living in a healthy way. And this can come from talking to like a psychiatrist, which I highly recommend. Whether you have a problem or not, talking with someone who knows what they're talking about and is trustworthy can be very good and very healthy, just to learn some coping mechanisms on things that maybe you didn't realize were not super healthy. Um, it can be just reading up on different ways of dealing with stress or dealing with different things. So, for example, for me, like reading about attention deficit disorders. I've never, like, I don't know if I have one or not, but some of the techniques that some people use for those have helped me quite a bit. Just doing some research on that kind of mentality and finding solutions that help you. And it takes time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's like trying to work out. You're not going to start lifting 300 pounds over your head in like a day. It takes time to learn those good habits, to learn that good mentality, and to find the ones that work for you. Some you'll try and it's like, oh, now it just makes it worse, or it doesn't help at all. So it's a process, and it's a process that I recommend everyone go through. Just like how we want to get better at animation, it's nice to get better at how you think and how you live. And Gatoa, thank you so much for the sub. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And hello. Hope you're doing well. Um, Art and Fear. That's a really great recommendation there. It's a very common thing, like as artists, that fear of failure, that fear of not improving. And learning to deal with that in a healthy way is very important. I'm not an expert on that. I have a few different things that I do that help me, but everyone is different. So this is where I would recommend doing some research, looking that up, and like doing it honestly. Like, I'm not saying this as kind of just a, oh yeah, just do some research whenever you have time. Like, as an artist, it is important that we take care of ourselves. We take care of our body, because if our wrists start hurting, if we can't move our hand, if we get carpal tunnel, if our backs start to like not work correctly because we're hunched over all the time and we're getting in pain, that's going to make it so that we're not going to have a long career. We want to take care of our body. We want to make sure we stretch, we work out in some little way. You don't have to go like heavy, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, muscle man kind of levels, but take care of your body, exercise, eat healthy. Again, eating healthy doesn't mean you have to eat like lentils and spinach all day. You can have a pizza if you want, as long as in moderation. We want to take care of ourselves. The same thing as mental health. You want to learn things that make it better for you, so that you're not suffering with these things. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be like the perfect picture of mental health and you have to like be like totally even all the time. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have frustrated days. You're going to have sad days. That's okay. Everyone has those. And it's okay to feel that. As long as we have tools that we can use to deal with in a healthy way, that's the important thing. So we don't let it drag us down and stop us from doing what we love. So I hope that kind of helps. I know I didn't really give a true answer to that, but it's definitely one of those things that you kind of have to find the answer that works best for you. And reading those books that A to the J mentioned can be really big on that. Sometimes I feel like I should leave animating. Honestly, I do too. Like, I even nowadays, I have days where it's like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know if this is the thing for me. And the honest answer here is, it's okay to leave animation, but you do it on your terms. You do it on a complete and well thought out process. You don't do it on an emotional response. This is going to be a weird analogy here, but it's like eating pizza. So let's say you're eating healthy, you're on a diet, and you know that on a certain day, you're going to be able to enjoy a pizza. It's going to be your cheat day, the day that you can just eat whatever and have it guilt-free before you go back on the diet. If you have a day where maybe it wasn't even like a bad day, it was just like an day, but you're craving that pizza. You really just want that pizza. Are you going to eat that pizza because you want to, or because in that moment you were just craving it? And in a few hours, it would have passed, and then you didn't really actually want that pizza. It was just that craving in the moment. As humans, we have these impulses, and these impulses don't just last like a few hours. Sometimes it could last a day or a week, or even a little longer, even, especially with burnout. These impulses can make us think a certain way, want a certain thing, but it's not what we truly want. And it's very important that we don't just react instantly to these impulses. Like if I woke up one morning, it's like, I don't feel like doing Twitch anymore. It's a busy schedule. I already work full time, and then I have to prepare a stream and prepare a demo, and today I just don't really feel like it. Maybe I'm just going to just close down Twitch and like not worry about it anymore. Which, to be fair, I've had those thoughts. Sometimes it's running the Twitch channel, because as you can see, like I barely manage to keep up. I don't update the Discord nearly enough. I don't update the stream nearly enough. I barely have time to record demos sometimes. There are days when it's just like, is it worth it? Is it even worth doing it? If I reacted to that moment, this channel would have been dead a long time ago. But if I kind of go, okay, I'm feeling this in the moment. Let's ride this through a little bit and think it through. I'm not going to react just yet. I'm going to analyze this thought. Why am I feeling this way? Oftentimes it's just, I'm tired. I want a little bit of a break. I should have slept more during the week. I should have taken a little easier on work. And if I do that, if I analyze, okay, why am I feeling this way? Let's see if I can improve my mood, improve my attitude, or not my attitude, but my state of being. Those thoughts go away. And now, yeah, I like doing Twitch. I like doing this. Why would I want to quit? It was just a momentary thing that passed. And like I said, sometimes it lasts a long time. Sometimes it's a short amount of time. But we want to make sure that the choice is our own and not an impulse, or not based on outside criteria or like burnout or something like that. Now, with that said, is it okay to step away from animation? Is it okay to quit animation? Maybe after all of that reflecting, you go, it doesn't really make me happy. Yeah, it's okay. Not everyone needs to be an animator. It's a fun job, but it's a really hard job too. And I know animators who have worked in the industry for years, and one day they just go, I'm done. I don't need to animate anymore. I don't want to animate anymore. I've done the animation I've wanted to do. I've accomplished what I wanted. I'm good. I know some people who are learning animation, and partway through the course, they just go, nah, this is not what I like. It's fun. I like animation. I like animating to a certain extent. But to do this every day? Nah, not for me. That's okay. Totally okay. As long as, once again, it's thought out. That's the key point here. We'll cry if you leave animation. I don't think I'm going to be leaving for a while yet. I like this too much. Which is, again, why like I can't listen to those impulses, because there are times where like, oh man, wouldn't it be nice to just have weekends again where I don't have like Friday and Saturday where I'm streaming and I could actually just like watch TV or play a video game. But then once I get past that, it's like, man, I would miss it. I actually like this a lot. It's fun for me. So, yeah, I hope that kind of answers your question. And this kind of goes for any field. Like if you're a renderer, if you're a modeler, if you're an artist, if you find that drawing does not make you happy, you don't have to keep doing it. You can find something else that you enjoy doing. You just have to kind of do that self-reflection and talk with trusted people. Some people will go, no, you have to keep doing it because you've invested time into it and you have to keep going. Regardless, if you're not happy, who cares? You're making money, aren't you? If you're not happy, that's not a way to live. You can still keep doing it until you find an alternative. But maybe start exploring different paths. See what truly makes you happy. See what just kind of inspires you and makes you want to wake up and get up in the day. So, yeah. Long, rambly answer. But hopefully that helps. Let's see. I felt the same way with being a general 3D artist, but I realized a bit late I like to animate more than anything. Yeah, and I was the same way as well. I used to like modeling and, well, kind of the same thing, like being a generalist. That's what I thought I was going to do. I thought I was going to do modeling specifically. And I love it. I really do. I love sculpting. I love all of that stuff. But animating to me is just, there's that extra spark to it that just draws me in. And I think partly it's the ability to have a character come to life, where you have this piece of geometry, this rig, this just sculpt, and then you move it and suddenly they're blinking and they're breathing and there's this life to them. I love that element of animation. But everyone's a little different. Some people, they love to see like this ball of clay or a digital ball of clay go from this lump and now it's a person that's got personality and it's a character, or these lines were just like lines of charcoal on a piece of paper. And then suddenly it's got depth and it's coming to life and it's almost coming off of the page. That's such a cool feeling. Everyone has that in different ways. And it doesn't even have to be art. It could be baking. I used to love baking. I still do love baking. And for a while, I thought I was going to keep going as a baker. And that was going to be my kind of career in life, is baking. But I found out that I love the process of it, but I don't like the job of it. I much prefer baking just for the fun of it and then to have some tasty treats later on. But the job of it, the ordering the bread, the ordering the dough, the ordering of supplies, meh, not my thing. It's a lot of managerial stuff. And then the repetition of it, of baking the same bread. It sells out and the shelves are empty. So you get up the next morning, you have to bake the same bread so that people can buy the bread and the shelves are empty so I can bake the same bread. And it's just like, it gets tedious after a while. Pizza chef makes a lot of people happy. Yeah, I know a few pizza chefs and some people really love it. Other people, it's like feels tedious. Other people just love that ability to create something that people love and something that people enjoy. So yeah, don't be afraid of exploring new loves, exploring new passions, new hobbies. See what feels better. And sometimes you don't want the thing that you love to be your job. So for example, I love baking. I wouldn't want that to be my job really, because I feel like it would make it so that I don't want to bake at home anymore. I like it because it's fun and relaxing. With animating, I like working on it so much that I'm happy with it being my job. But some people like to animate to get away, just to animate to do their own thing, to let their creativity loose. But to have to work there every day, to go in, do your 9 to 5, come back home, go back in the next day, 9 to 5, and animate and animate and animate. Some people, that gets tedious very quickly. Animation is a hobby. It's something that they love to do, like playing video games. It's just something that lets them unleash their creativity, but not something they would want to do as a job. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.